Hello, I'm Will and welcome back to this episode of The Bald Book Geek. Today I want to talk to you about dystopian, particularly dystopian fiction. Now, dystopian has a little bit of a bad rep, but long story short, with the launch of The Testament by Margaret Atwood, I want to go into the books that define the genre for me personally. I've picked 5 books from every reading level, every subgenre, and every a manageable corner of dystopian. I really hope you guys enjoy this, so here we go. 5 dystopian novels you need to read. First book on my list is 1984 by George Orwell. Now, basics of dystopia and basics of controlling people. If you control media, if you can control history, if you can control what people see, read, hear and watch, you will control them, you can control their thought. That's what 1984 is about, control. To me personally, with Big Brother watching you, with this society that's crumbling and this constant war and this constant propaganda, we all love Big Brother. It's a fascinating book that was an eye-opener for me as a teenager when I first read it. George Orwell's 1984 stands the test of time and stands up as a beautiful classic, but also a frightening classic. So, let's go completely the other end. Let's look at The Hunger Games. Now, The Hunger Games, when it first came out, started a massive trend. The downside is a lot of the YA dystopia that followed it was definitely not anywhere close to this level. The Hunger Games is brutal, dark, deals with things hands-on, and definitely keeps you wanting more. Yes, the middle book does suffer with some pacing issues, but it shows the brutality of war and young people affected by it. Again, a post-apocalyptic America, a world that's fallen apart, a world that's controlled. The Hunger Games pictures this. It also deals with PTSD in a fascinating and interesting way. Sadly, a lot of YA dystopia never hit this level of brilliance, and The Hunger Games, I think, stands alone, both as a book for kids and adults. Brave New World, another classic of dystopian. Brave New World paints a picture of a society controlled by engineering, the strife for protection. This book is absolutely terrifying, both brilliant and terrifying in so many levels. The characters are rounded and real, and it's both tragic and heartbreaking, but it's also powerful and poignant. You have a book that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's not a particularly long book, but it's a good book, and it will make you think, and it will make you look at what's going on now. It's kind of frightening how much of a echo of the future and history this book has. Like I mentioned at the start with The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, let's look at The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This book is kind of terrifying because it's actually going on in the world now, in countries such as Iran and North Korea. It's it really does paint a terrifying picture. Women silenced, women without a voice. This book deals with a super conservative, ultra-Christian, air quotes Christian, government taking over America, controlling the media, controlling women, controlling everything. Although the irony, this book goes a lot deeper than that, and actually makes you ask questions about the world now and what we are walking into, many echoes of what's to come or what is happening. History doesn't repeat itself, history just echoes. One of my personal favourites, and one that I think everyone should pick up, Children of Men by P.D. James. This book is set in England, London, and it deals with a society where people are sterile, where the population is dying and no new children have been born for 25 years. Basically, there are classes what to do if you're the last human standing. Then a woman falls pregnant, a woman who is not desirable to be the face of a woman of the next generation of children. This book is terrifying. It packs a terrible punch. It's brilliantly written, it's gut-wrenching, and it's visceral. I read this ages ago and I couldn't put it down. It is one of my favourite novels, and Also, the film adaptation is rather good as well. So, tell me what you think in the comments below. If you have any great dystopia, tell me about it. I mean, I could have made a list of hundreds of books that I think you would love and enjoy in this genre, both adult and YA. Definitely, keep these lists going and tell me what you think in the comments below as always. You are welcome to like and subscribe. There is also links to everything down below as always, so if you want to get in touch, or if you want the Brits Booktube Better t-shirt, you are more than welcome to have a look down below. Bye.